As the Premier League transfer window is getting closer and closer every day, Arsenal are prepared to bolster their midfield options thanks to long-term injured star Thomas Partey. But which players are being linked to the club ahead of January window? Let's find out.
Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy again, 7 and it's the Arsenal Random. Welcome back to your boy's channel. We have top exciting Arsenal stories to share with you today as we get into today's video. Alright, so Transfer FC is almost back. Yeah, we go again. We are getting closer to the transfer season again, and in the meantime some players are already getting linked to Arsenal due to the fact that, especially because some players are being ruled out for a long or extended period of time, and of course Arsenal is competing in a lot of competitions this season, including the prestigious UEFA Champions League and also the league title, a very huge one. So we need the good squad depth to compete at the highest level, and that has seen Arsenal being linked with possible replacement for some long-term absences that of course could impact our performances. So in the news today is a long-term target who of course is also being reported to be a long-term target for our sporting director in Edu Gaspar. His name is no other person but former Wolves midfielder Ruben Neves, who of course, don't forget, he just left for the Saudi Arabian league recently. Last summer transfer window he left for Etihad, and of course he's been linked with a move to Arsenal on a short-term basis, a loan deal. Now Arsenal are not the only one interested in this player, because the report today states that Arsenal wants to hijack the deal from Newcastle. Newcastle are also viewing the player as somebody that will come in to replace Sandro Tonali in January. Don't forget, Sandro Tonali was suspended based on some betting charges that was leveled against him alongside his Italian teammate in Fegoli of Juventus, so definitely he will be out for a while. So Newcastle were viewing Ruben Neves as, because of, don't forget, Saudi Arabian Public Fund is the same owner of both Newcastle and also Etihad, so of course there's connection there for them to make the deal happen. But our technical director, or let me say now our sporting director, Edu Gaspar, is a big admirer of the player, just like the report stated. Edu Gaspar has long been interested in this player. Yes, we have ever been linked with this player for a while now. So every transfer window we should see ourselves being linked with Ruben Neves, but it never materialized. So this is a time for us to bring in the player. Let me know your view and your opinion in the comment section down below. But we're not alone in this. Like I said, Newcastle are also interested in this player, and of course they want to use their connections with Etihad. Of course, their own, don't forget, are the same owners, and of course the deal is probably possible, but at the same time not too possible, because we are also hearing talks that Premier League clubs are set to vote on certain rules that could impact that transfer. So definitely let's see if Arsenal could have just that slight advantage of getting the deal over the line instead of Newcastle. But as per your own view, do you feel Arsenal should sign Ruben Neves on a short-term deal, or we should sign him on a permanent transfer? And what's the reason why Arsenal are looking at Ruben Neves for January? Because of course what we've been telling you all this while and being reported in other media outlets is that Arsenal are looking for a striker to boost our attacking options in January, and the likes of Ivan Toney has been heavily linked alongside Victor Osimhen and even Oli Watkins of Aston Villa. So definitely, what's the latest now in terms of Ruben Neves' possible transfer to Arsenal? Is it possible? Yes, it is true. Arsenal are viewing him as a replacement for the injured Thomas Partey, just like the report stated. Thomas Partey, don't forget, has been injured again and has been ruled out until December, and of course beyond, in terms of his recovery, rehabilitation process and everything. So he might miss a lot of games for Arsenal, including the fact that the African Cup of Nations that is happening in Africa will also be kicking off early next year, and of course Thomas Partey will be a long-term miss. So let's just see how the deal or the story develops in terms of Ruben Neves to Arsenal. But are you for it? Let me know down in the comment section down below. Of course, he has the ingredients to be an Arsenal player. He's an experienced Premier League player, experienced midfielder, and also he has a lot of qualities that could, of course, help improve our team. His game is a bit similar to that of Declan Rice, because he exhausts very well also in long-term passes, and also shooting range is very good. Only that, he is also a very good free kick taker. He knows how to score a lot of free kicks, Ruben Neves. And of course, in terms of finding passes in the midfield, he exhausts very well in that department also. So let's see how that story develops, but it's in the works. Is Arsenal interested in Ruben Neves? Yes, the interest is there. But will he be an Arsenal player come January? Let's see how that develops. So, but interestingly, we have had another player who has been heavily linked with Arsenal several times too, in different, almost every window too, in Douglas Luiz of Aston Villa. Is another profile that is very similar to that of Partey and of Ruben Neves and of Declan Rice and the likes. So definitely, but the issue in this one also is that Aston Villa will not want to sanction a deal come January, else it will be very, very expensive. But does it take some good conditions of an Arsenal player, or something a profile that Arsenal wants? Yes, it's an experienced Premier League player, also an experienced midfielder also. He also has a profile similar to that of Ruben Neves. He knows how to trade in passes from the midfield, and also he has good ball recovery stats. So definitely is another option. But if he would be joining the club in January, definitely it will not come cheap. But we have been told that Mikel Arteta, our manager, is the one driving this transfer, and he is really a long-term admirer also of Douglas Luiz. So Edu Gaspar admires Ruben Neves a lot, we know, and Mikel Arteta on the other hand loves Douglas Luiz. So let's see how these stories develop. Definitely we will just see if the club will go for either of them or none of them. But as per your own view, who do you think Arsenal should go for? Is it Douglas Luiz or Ruben Neves? Comment in the comment section down below. But before we go today, let's give you also the latest report in terms of Martin Odegaard. Martin Odegaard, we told you in our last video that he's suffering from a concussion suffered during the training in the lead up to the game against Newcastle, but now we are being told that he remains in England. He has not traveled for international duty, despite the fact that he was being linked to join them later, but he will remain in England, do extra work with Arteta, and also prepare himself as he gets back to his fitness after the international break. So we are told Arsenal are expecting him to be back fit again after international break, and we feature in our next game after the international break. So we wish our captain best of luck in his recovery. Hi guys, it's a wrap for today, and I would love to see you in our next video. And you might want to follow your boy on socials, Instagram NellyJunior7, and you can also subscribe to our channel so that you don't get to miss any latest Arsenal news and top stories that are so exciting here. So please share also to your friends and follow Arsenal fans so that nobody gets to miss these big top stories we share here on Arsenal Roundup. And don't forget to turn on post notification so that you also don't get to miss our top stories on this channel. Alright guys, I will see you in our next video. Until then, your boy is out.